Abstract brainwaves, game genie in a beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique. Can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And we are back at the High Point Museum. Yes, not a whole lot going on. I mean, there's some stuff going on in the rest of the world still, you know, the same stuff that we dealt with last year. Maybe even some challenges with Pokemon Go, specifically, that I want to talk about some more today. Now, while some of y'all are boycotting, whether that's free to play or not, I understand. Raid Hour is happening right now, or at least it just ended, and I am still trying to get this shiny Palkia. So hopefully, maybe when this video is over with, I get it. Palkia should be here for a few more days. I want to say August 20th. So that gives me, you know, close to a week. So I'm excited about that. I do have a sore throat, it seems. It's not even sore throat. Let me rephrase that. I've kind of lost my voice. I was at a concert last night. Korn and Stained, you know, some older bands that I used to like as a youth. And that's why I sound how I sound right now. That out of the way, people are like, you know, why do they take away the gym distance? That's pretty much the main thing I think people are upset about. Yeah, the incense and all that has fluctuated over time. They always increase it and decrease it during certain events, but you really get used to the distance, you know. Even if you're outside like I am right here, having to walk a little bit further when you could just stand where you are, or just, you know, be in your car and be parked, is kind of a nuisance, okay? So yeah, another Palkia, and it's not shiny. So what can they do? I myself was like, you know, hey, the 3 raid passes are nice, or I'm sorry, 2, but a third one, how about 3? Here's the deal. If you're here like I am, and I'm inviting people, who's to say that if I don't know them or have a way to communicate with them, that they're not getting the shiny? And that makes you feel a certain kind of way as a player that you know, you can be salty about, or you can just accept as part of the game, because A, you can't do the raids without them, and vice versa. But it would be nice if Niantic, if they change anything, it's that the person who sends the raid, or the people who are there presently, like using a legit, or not a legit, but what's the word I'm looking for? Like an actual, you know, premium or free pass for the day, they should get priority over the remote raid passes. Now, I still don't know if the remote raid passes are going to increase in price, but that's my feeling. Again, this is a business. They're going to compromise. So I think that whole task force thing that they have seems pretty silly to me. No disrespect to those guys. I know that they've been assigned a task to do, but it's pretty unnecessary. Like, you know what we want as the player base. Work with us, you know. And I think that user task force group, or whatever they want to call themselves, is just going to look at how people are playing between whenever they made the announcement and September 1st, and probably talk to some of these prominent YouTubers. And while that might suffice for now, it's really not reflective of what needs to be done to keep this game going the way I think it should be. So again, let me know your thoughts. I made a video pretty much similar to this, but I wanted to report this Palkia stuff, progress with me. I've 3 out of 4 of what's needed on 44. We did get the Pikachu Platinum Medal. Show that over here. Finally got that out of the way. We're about a third of the way in with the XP into the level that we need to be at. So a third of the way there. And finally, we did get a shiny. There was a drought, a big drought. And it feels like the Heracross, they don't want to give that. They don't want to give the shiny Palkia. It seems like the rate for it is lower. Now, some people are saying, you know, hey, Trainer Club said this. And no, your boy said that first. Not that other people haven't. Been telling y'all that for years now. It seems like that first day, everyone there at the raid at least one person gets the shiny. You have a crowd of 11. One person's going to get that shiny each raid, it seemed like. Then as day 2 and 3 come on, drops off. So I don't know what day this is of Palkia, but we just did maybe 10 of these joints, and only one person who was here got one shiny. That was for Palkia. Heracross, I've seen some people get multiples of them, but that's even more rare. And I just feel a certain kind of way where if you have a 3-star shiny, or that's, out and can be in the raids, that rate needs to be higher than everything else. Let me rephrase that. If there's a shiny that can be got in a 3-star raid, that rate needs to be high. It can't be low. Niantic has to stop doing that. If you want people back outside, you've got to incentivize them. A free raid pass is nice, but you got to do more than that. You got to at this point, because although you're giving something nice, you took away a lot more. So hopefully they hear this, somebody agrees and shares this, but you can't just say, hey, an extra pass. You've got to give just as much as you took away for people to really kind of size it up and say, okay, maybe the distance is not how we got comfortable with, but maybe give people a lot more to come back out and play to justify that. So I'm going to end it here. If there's more stuff going on, I'll pick up from the house and share. If not, I will see you in the next one. Okay, so we're back at the house. Now, what you saw was a few days before Community Day, and this is after Community Day. So I had all that griping to say because we're still in the midst of Niantic trying to communicate back to us with what we want to happen. So right now it's just kind of, we hear you, but we're going to put a team together and figure things out, right? That's where we're at. Then they gave us Eevee Community Day. And honestly, I was not super motivated to do it. Mainly because, we already had Eevee Community Day. So I got a lot of messages from people asking, is there a prize? I give prizes, by the way. There are giveaways from other Yellow Hat Guy, Pokemon Go High Point. Lowest shiny CP Community Day Pokemon is usually what it is, depending on the theme and what type of Pokemon it is. It could change to a different variation of that. But since this was a repeat, it really, how do you do that? A lowest Eevee before you evolve it? Did you already have that Eevee before? Eevee's just been around in a shiny form for so long, it just wouldn't be worth it to me to do a contest like that. At that point, it's just whoever's the first one to quickly put up their Eevee expects something. That's just not how I'm going to do it. So sorry to those of you who were looking forward to that, but just know that not only with Eevee, but if there's any other repeats during a community day, no prize. But congratulations if, that was a good Eevee that you got that had low CP. I know I saw somebody with like a CP 15, but it was on 100%er. That's a prize in itself. You don't need anything from me. But to Eevee Community Day, the research was pretty fun. They gave you all the evolutions throughout it. I really enjoyed that. As you can see in the footage here, I recorded some of that. I was riding around. I played a little bit day 1. I played a lot more day 2. But back to school is going on in the area, so everybody's getting back into the swing of things. And I just couldn't understand that if Niantic wants to get you back into the swing of things, why they gave you Eevee? Like, what were you thinking with that? Were you thinking that with 2 days, people had no excuse to not go out? But yet most of us in the community already have a shiny Eevee. Dozens of them, and we got dozens more this go around. You needed to give a Pokemon worthy of making people go out again. And a lot of people say this who, we make Pokemon Go videos or we've been playing since day 1. You, Niantic, do not cater to those of us who have held you up this whole time. We've supported you this whole time. You don't cater to us. You cater to people who are casual. But guess what? Not that I understand it's business, but those who are casual tend to follow those who are hardcore. So if you want the hardcore people to be out here playing, which we are anyway, but like it used to, you need to give us you need to incentivize us. An extra raid pass, okay, that's still not enough considering you took away stuff, you know, and I probably said that in the previous clip since it's been a few days, but that's where I'm at. So this Eevee thing, had I not done the research, would not have been worth it to me. I just really didn't care one way or the other. We've had some tornado or something like that and a hurricane in the area, so, you know, that wasn't on the list of things I was pressed to do. But none of that took severe effect here, thankfully. So if it did in your area, be safe. Take care of yourself. So he gave you got all the forms. Sylveon was the ultimate prize, spoilers. And what I liked was, not only did they give you all of them just through the research, but if you needed Sylveon or an extra one for some reason, you didn't have to do the walking requirements. They put out a little promo thing saying you didn't need to walk them as if it was a bug in the game, but really it was them trying to just do something because, you know, who wants to be out here walking like that during a pandemic for all these? We're just not doing it. Even if you give us 2 days, it's not happening. It's not happening. So, that's not something to be mad at. I mean, thanks. But you didn't need but 7. Instead of 70 hearts, you needed only 7 to get Sylveon. So that was cool. You could just, you know, keep switching Eevees or rotating to different Pokemon however you wanted to do it without waiting. So what I did was, hey, I got my 3 hearts and switched out. Came back, got 3 more hearts, you know, battling and you know, feeding them and what have you, and I was good to go. Got a Sylveon, made a shiny one for trade, and that was pretty much it. I don't need more Eevees, so if you didn't have an Eevee, this was for you, but most people did have one already, so, I mean, not sure what else to say to that. But a more interesting note for me, I finally got the shiny Palkia. Yes! And it was boosted. Someone invited me to one. Shout out to Mark. Appreciate you. He invited me to a raid, and I got in there last second, and I said, you know, hey, keep feeding me these Palkia. And the next one that he gave me, I got in there maybe with 20 seconds left, and it was shiny with like over 2,800 CP, so it was like a 15, 13, 15. It didn't have to be perfect. It just needed to be really good. It could have been my, you know, first Shundo. I don't have a shiny 100%, I don't think. At least not a legendary. But that could have been the first one. I was happy with it. That's my new Palkia. I want to say Palkia is leaving pretty soon. Maybe on the 20th. Let's actually look while I'm here and not just guess and put this video out and have a whole bunch of y'all correcting me. Palkia, Pokemon Go. When does it leave? We need to know when it leaves. So, it should be leaving soon. A lot of people are speculating that it'll come back. So what they're saying is Tuesday on the 17th, so even sooner. Tuesday, Ultra Unlock 2 ends, and then Ultra Unlock 3 should start right after that. So there you go. That's out of the way. Tuesday is actually tomorrow, so I plan on having this video out today, so there it is. I'm still on the hunt for the Trainer Club Gacha. I want to check that out since it powers up 2 different phones, 2 different devices rather. I am interested in testing that out, but it's not here yet in my area. The only option is to get it straight from Code Junkies, which is out in Europe. So we're waiting on that. The other thing that I'm looking into is making the videos come out faster. And what I've done is I've upgraded my whole tripod stand with some extra lighting. Hopefully, you know, that's been, I didn't think the lighting was super bad, but hey, you see shadows now. Hopefully you don't see that on the green screen when I do videos, but there you go. I've got a new computer. So I just wanted, real quick before I end the video, shout out to all of you who have watched the videos over the years, friends, family, those who've just donated to help, Patreons especially. Without you, this is my Patreon. I got this new computer here that you can't see right here, but I got this new joint thanks to you guys. Maybe I'll put a picture up of what kind it is. It's cyber power model. It may not be the best thing because, you know, computers, as soon as you open them out the box, they're obsolete. But the laptop I was using was like over 10 years old. And it still, while it had an i7 processor and everything, I'm not going to get too technical here in this video, it was 10 years old and I needed to have something with a little more power, a little more to it to get these videos out faster, smoother, and quicker. You know, well, I said that already. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. This wouldn't have been possible without you. That being said, looking forward to Ultra Unlock 3. Still looking for shiny Heracross, so that's probably, I've got maybe till tomorrow to do that. But I'm seeing an article here saying Niantic confirms that Heracross has been removed from the wild. So if you live in that southern region of Florida, southern parts of the world where it's there, it's gone. I guess you're just going to have to look for it in raids. Maybe they'll bring it back after it's gone from raids, but everyone should have at least one Heracross now. No excuse not to have one, unless you just stop playing while it's out and want to come back. But you either got one traded to you like I did many moons ago, or you're getting a good one here right now. So gotta get this shiny joint. Gotta get it. So that said, once again, I love you guys, appreciate all of you. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I hope to see you back again soon. But if I don't, remember, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Other yellow hat guys out. Captain Sensation.